All right, hey guys, so a new Humble Choice was revealed today, and I'm looking forward to going over all of the games. But before I do that, let's go over some other bundles and some deals on the Epic Game Store. You can pick up Overcooked for free. This is a fantastic local multiplayer game, super fun to play with friends. On Fanatical, they've been having their Bundle Blast event, so there's been a new bundle every day during this week. Definitely too much to cover in one video, but I'm just going to go through the bundles. I did make a video on the Kingslayer bundle. This one's fantastic. I highly recommend picking this one up. Just $5 for these 5 games here. Then there's the Reaper bundle number 3. There's a couple good games in this one. Again, it's just $5. The Bento bundle number 3. Some good games here as well. Cat Quest is super fun and some anime games. The Staff Picks bundle and so forth. The Radical bundle's pretty good. I really love this game called Rad Rogers. It's a retro action platformer that I enjoyed. It's only a couple hours long in length, but super fun. And then the Indie Gems bundle, this one's just $2.50 for 8 games. So if you want to start collecting games on Steam and you want a bunch of fantastic indie games, I definitely recommend going to Fanatical, picking up some of these bundles. You can drop like $20 and get pretty much all of them. So yeah, lots of fantastic deals on Fanatical. And then just as a quick note, the other day EA has finally decided to release a bunch of their games onto the Steam store. They were exclusive to the Origin client, and everyone absolutely hates the Origin client, but now that it's on Steam, you can get a bunch of great games and they're all on sale. So I look forward to picking up a lot of these games in the near future, but I would definitely recommend picking up Burnout Paradise Remastered. That one's just $5, and it's an absolutely fantastic arcade racing game. The Need for Speed series is fun as well. The sequel to Mirror's Edge and Unravel. EA definitely has a lot of great games, so I'm glad to see that they're on Steam now. So now back to the Humble Choice. If you haven't already subscribed to the Humble Choice and you're planning on doing so, I highly recommend using my referral link in the description below. I highly appreciate it. You get a bunch of other great freebies as well. You get access to the Humble Trove, which includes 90 plus DRM free games. I don't think very many people actually take advantage of the Humble Trove, so if you are a Humble Choice subscriber, keep in mind you get access to all of the games listed here for free. They're not Steam games, unfortunately, but you can download them onto your computer and you can play them anytime. Even if you cancel your subscription, as long as you download all the games, they're yours to own forever. So that's awesome. You also get some discounts on the Humble store, up to 20% off, and you get access to the Humble Choice. Along with this, for this month's Humble Choice, if you stay subscribed until next month, you get a bonus game. I'm not sure what the bonus game is. It's a mystery. Let's go into the games here. So the first game is Superland. This is a very charming first-person adventure game that combines many elements from classic games like Zelda, Metroid, and a little bit of Portal as well. There is a good mix of interesting puzzles. I played through the first half of the game and I really enjoyed it. And it has roughly 12 to 15 hours worth of content, so I definitely recommend picking up the first game. Second game is Grid. This is also in the Kingslayer bundle, so if you don't want to use one of your picks for Grid, I recommend just picking up the Kingslayer bundle. But in the Humble Choice, this is the Ultimate Edition, which does include all the DLC or the season pass content, which is just new cars, new tracks, and so forth. This is a racing sim, fantastic graphics. It released late last year, very expensive, $60 for the Ultimate Edition, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you're into racing games. Next up, we have Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. This is an absolutely amazing Viking Age psychological adventure game that I highly recommend. I am a bit disappointed as this game was in a Humble Monthly a long while back, but if you're still missing this game, it is a must-have and I highly recommend picking it up. Next up, we have The Messenger, which is a Metroidvania-style action platformer with an absolutely fantastic soundtrack. I love seeing retro-inspired games done correctly. This one has a great graphic style, great bosses, level design, and overall, I just think it's a fantastic game. Then we have Barotrauma. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that one right. It's a pretty unique indie game. It's still in early access, but it's a 2D co-op submarine simulator in space with some horror elements. You essentially navigate and explore like an alien underwater world. It's very interesting and has some management mechanics as well. So that one looks fun to play with a friend. Then we have Felix the Reaper, which is a 3D puzzle game with some unique mechanics. There's not a whole lot more to say than that, but if you really enjoy puzzle games, I'm sure you'll have fun with Felix the Reaper. Then we have Men of War Assault Squad 2. This is a World War II real-time strategy game. This is the War Chest edition, which does include all of the DLC, so that's fantastic. There's plenty of content, and overall it's just really fun, especially if you're into strategy games or real-time strategy games. I would definitely recommend picking that one up. And then the next game, I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but Stygian. I'm not too sure about this one. It's a 2D Lovecraft RPG. It has an interesting story, although I'm not a big fan of the turn-based combat system in this one, and it does have fairly poor reviews, so you might want to skip it, but that's pretty much all I have to say on that one. And then next is Remnants of Nazith. This is sort of like a speedrunning hardcore platformer. The movement system is very fluid and fast, which is definitely unique, and I'd say it's pretty thrilling to play as a 2D platformer, and I'd definitely recommend picking that one up if you enjoy like fast-paced fluid games. I thought it was very enjoyable. Then there's Overload. This is what I'd call a first-person space shooter. It's essentially an arena shooter made by the same people who created Descent. It supports VR, and if you enjoy zero-gravity space shooters with like full 360-degree rotation, it's a very enjoyable game. And the next is The Stillness of the Wind. This is an atmospheric adventure game. It's one of those very relaxing and charming games with a very emotional story. I like the graphic style, and if you're looking for more of a casual experience, Stillness of the Wind is pretty good. And then finally we have The King's Road. This is another fast-paced 2D platformer with a nice and fluid movement system. It's very similar to the previous game mentioned in this bundle, although people do complain about the controls. They're not as good, so keep that in mind. I would definitely recommend picking up Remnants of Nazith over The King's Bird, but picking up both is great as well. So that's about it for the humble choice. I would definitely recommend picking up the first 4 games here. If you already own Grid from the Kingslayer 2 bundle, I would recommend skipping that one and choosing something else. I was a bit disappointed with this month's bundle. I just feel like they could have included some higher quality indie games and just some more enjoyable games overall. I don't know how you guys feel. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this month's bundle. I would definitely say the first few games are great, but I just feel like there could have been something better here to entice people to purchase it. But again, if you haven't subscribed to the Humble Choice, I do recommend using my referral link, and there will be referral links for Fanatical as well. There'll be a link in the description. If you use it, I get like 5% of your purchase. So thanks for helping me and supporting this channel and so forth. And honestly, I would say Fanatical has better bundles than Humble Bundle currently. Lots of great bundles here, so definitely recommend picking up all of the Fanatical bundles, or at least ones that suit your interests. And as I was about to finish this video, I did notice there was a free game on Steam for a limited amount of time. It's called The Uncertain Last Quiet Day. So make sure you guys pick this one up before it goes back to full price. It will be linked in the description below. All you have to do is add it to your Steam account and you will own it forever. And it does have some pretty decent reviews, so fairly decent game to grab for free. If you guys were curious on how to find game deals or free games, I would recommend the Reddit called Game Deals. Just bookmark this and check it every day. There's usually a bunch of great deals posted on the Reddit. Otherwise, you can join my Discord channel, and I do have a thread here called Free Game Findings, and people post the most current free games each and every day. There's a lot of great stuff, and you can get a lot of free Steam games as well. So that'll be all linked in the description below. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.